they're dead.
I'm Hannah Georgas, and I'm from Vancouver, BC, and I'm a singer-songwriter.
Guess I thought you were my friend, but you let me down again.
Music was introduced to me through my dad, and he just was an amazing piano player. He was in love with this artist called Spike Jones, and he's super crazy. When I was little, I was like, Dad, what are you listening to? But he plays like, his music is very old school, like satirical stuff, and he would be totally into that, and he'd also be playing boogie woogie music on the piano. And I have 3 sisters, and we'd all just like rock out to his music and dance around him and just be like, what is this? It's so crazy. And he just had a total love for music, and he inspired all of us and my entire family. So I think that's exactly where it started for me, for sure.
I'm talking about you. You're talking about me. I'm talking about you. Bang, bang, you're dead.
Ever since I had a job, I worked with kids, and anything from summer camps to after-school care programs, and at one point I was doing this musical theater summer camp, and I think that was the most inspiring time for me, because it was, you know, a lot of the times you'd be just kind of stationed at these day camps where kids were dropped off and they didn't really want to be there. It was just like something that they had to do. But in this case, for this camp, kids were just so passionate about singing and dancing and coming up with their own stuff and being so creative, and that, you know, obviously I'm super passionate about it too, so I just fed off it, and it was a great time, and it was just amazing to see like kids just loving to perform and to play music.
Come on down and pay a visit to the circus. It won't cost you much. Just come prepared with some thick skin. We can all get along for the first 5 minutes. Then from there, just hold your breath.
My mom put me into piano lessons when I was 6, and I played classical music for 8 years of my life, and seeing my dad play. But it was also like, yeah, this is something that is your hobby, but let's get real here. Let's, you know, go to university and pursue a career. And for me, that was really tough, because it was just like always aching and always pulling me in that direction. Like, I just want to do music all the time, and so I was always teetering with it and feeling really confused. And my parents, like, they just wanted, you know, they want me to be successful, and they grew up thinking that was like the successful thing was to go to school, get a real job, and so I had a really tough time with that. And so when I see kids that are super talented and that have that drive, it's just like, I want to be like, you can do this, you should push yourself, and, you know, don't worry about what anybody else says. If you're passionate about it and you work hard, then there's no trouble in it, and everything will, you know, work itself out. And that's the same with whatever you are passionate about, whether it's music or whether it's, you know, being a psychologist or being a doctor. Like, as long as you have the drive, then you're gonna do well. And I just needed to figure that out. And that's working with kids that have that passion. I think for me it was like so inspiring to be that extra encouragement for them.